Okay, as a continuation, ito naman ang cultural evolution of man. So, if you remember, these were discussed to you when you were in elementary or high school. So, I guess these are things that you already know. Okay? So, practically, we have two ages. Okay? We have the Paleolithic age and the Neolithic age. Kapag sinabi nating Paleolithic age, the unpolished stone tools, and this is the time when people had the nomadic way of living. So when we say nomadic way of living, palipat-lipat sila ng lugar. Bakit? Kasi kapag naubusan na ng resources sa isang lugar, lilipat na naman sila sa isang lugar na merong pagkain. Okay? So, for the Paleolithic age or the Old Stone Age, this traditionally coincided with the first evidence of tool construction and used by homos some 2.5 million years ago. Okay? So, yung cultural development nila, they learned how to use simple pebble tools, nanirahan sila sa mga caves, and na-discover nila yung paggamit ng fire. They also developed small sculptures, monumental paintings, incised designs, and reliefs on walls of caves, and they were also food collecting cultured species. Okay? So, yung mga tao nun, they were food collectors. Okay? On the other hand, when we talk about Neolithic age, we're talking about New Stone Age. Okay? This is the age when they were using polished stone tools. They began to live in permanent places na. There's the concept of domestication of animals. They depended on animals and plants na tinanim nila or pinalaki na nila, and then they also had the concept of pottery and weaving. So these are already the food producing cultures. Okay? So yung nauna, food collectors or food gatherer, ito naman food producer na. Okay, ayan, napakadali, no? Oo nga. So types of human society. So, in general, ang characteristics ng human society, meron tayong mako-consider na 6. Pero, syempre, hindi lang naman ito yung kino-consider natin as ultimate na characteristics ng human society. Nagbabago to, okay? It can change. It can be added. It would base on the reference that you're using. But, technically, these are the things that I would like to underscore. So, first, human society is relatively large, like kung ano na-mention natin earlier, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na human society ka tapos mag-isa ka or 2 piraso lang kayo or 2 katao lang kayo. So, practically, if it's relatively large, this would consist of number of people. Okay? It has a social system, territorial siya, meron silang lugar, there's cultural sharing, as we have mentioned, there would be no culture without society, there wouldn't be society without culture. And it can sustain itself across generation, na ipapasa from time to time. And then, the recruitment of members from within. So, syempre, pag may nanganak, may nagkaanak, may napangasawa, it's a growing society. Okay? So, what are the types of human society in the first place? Hindi naman kung paano yung society natin yan is ganun na agad. Okay? So, it started, also, kung paano nag-start ang mga early humans. So, the first type is the hunting and food gathering societies. This is the earliest form of human society. People survived by foraging for vegetable foods and small game, fishing, hunting larger wild animals, and collecting shellfish. So, nanirahan sila, namuhay sila sa kung anong meron sa pang-araw-araw. Sa paligid nila, okay? The tools were made of stones, woods, and bones. Okay? Kumbaga, ito yung time na yun, kahit wala kang pera talaga, you could like live because you could just get the food anywhere from your place. Okay? Then next is the horticultural societies. So the horticultural societies, people learn to use human muscle power and handheld tools to cultivate fields. So nagdepende na sila sa domestication and farming. So subsistence farming involves only producing enough food to feed the group. The settlements are relatively small. Yung neighborhood talagang solid siya. Then there's already the political organization in the village, and authority is based on possessions inherited by males through their kinship system. Ang surplus farming naman, may 2 klase nga, diba? We have subsistence and surplus. Ang surplus farming naman, based on the word, on the term itself, in self-surplus. They practiced in thickly populated, they were practiced in thickly populated and permanent settlements. May occupational specialization with prestige differences. May social satisfaction that is being established. So, ang community tended to be structured by kinship relations that are male-dominated. Okay? Next to that is the pastoral societies. Ito yung nag-rely more on herding and domestication of animals. Nomadic way of living pa rin in an unending quest for pasture and water. Kasi pag naubos na nga yung isa, mag-move na naman dun sa isa. Ito rin ay isang male-centered kinship group society. Okay? Next to this one, of course, is the agricultural society. So, ito na yung use of plow in farming. There's the creation of the irrigation system. So, there's already the ever-growing population kadalasan sa mga river valleys. Okay? So, yun nga, kadalasan din dyan sa river area din naman nagsistart yung mga civilizations. Okay? Kasi nga, nandun yung irrigation, nandun din yung mga resources. Okay? Industrial societies came after. It is the use of mechanical means of production. This creates highly organized systems exchange between suppliers and industrial manufacturers. These are highly secularized. Ito na yun, papunta na tayo dun sa society natin na meron ng mechanical means of production, meron ng produkto, may supplier, may mga manufacturers, meron mga consumers. Okay? And then the post-industrial societies, ito na tayo. It depends on specialized knowledge to bring about continuing progress in technology, and it is characterized by the spread of computer industries. Okay? So, practically, yun talaga tayo kasi now, if kung dati, people can live without the internet, now people would get really scared with the concept of having no electricity and internet as well. Okay? Since madami ng occupation ngayon ang nag-i-exist na dati wala, pero nakaangkla na ngayon sa technology. So with that, I hope you've learned, okay, cultural evolution. So if you have questions, please comment below. So again, this is Teacher Cindy. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.